Now, we're looking at this idea of preventing an opponent from extending the arm in ways that enable him to ultimately slip his elbow. A good way of doing this is to actually let the guy extend the arm, but not in a way where he can effectively slip the elbow and actually get out of the position. This is an underhook elbow roll. This works extremely well in conjunction with many of our other attacks from mounted position, which are often predicated on the idea of getting an elbow and walking our training partner's arm up over his head. Let's have a look at it right now. So, you guys know we're big fans from mounted position of taking the hand down to the floor, getting underneath our training partner's head, and then from here, getting underhooks on opponents, okay? Once we get underneath an opponent's arm, they're gonna make their arm strong and resistant. And from here, we're always looking to walk the arm up. Another way for us to work is to bring our shoulder to our training partner's elbow and forearm. And then from here, we start pushing forward with our shoulder. And what we do to make a strong resistant arm is we roll our training partner's elbow forward. Our favorite way to do this is to come over the top with two arms on one of my training partner's shoulders, like so. So essentially we wedge our training partner's shoulder between our forearms. Now what we do is we take our forearm and wrist down towards his elbow, strong resistant arm placido, and then we just roll that arm forward. So you pin it down to the mat. When he tries to bridge and explode out of here, it's tough because you're locked into the guy's body. If he bridges to his right, you're on that side. It's hard for him to do it. When he goes to bridge to the left, your body weight's too far over. When he goes to elbow escape from here, it's tough because his right elbow is completely controlled by you. He can only do it with the left, but it's hard to do in the time available. From here, as we roll forwards on our training partner's elbow, we're just going to come down and catch our training partner's wrist. So we can come up and get two hands to our training partner's hand in the classic American lock. When he goes to extend the arm out now, it's much more difficult with two hands on the hand and we're ready to go. So let's have a look at this again. Training partner's in a good defensive position. We take everything down to the mat. From here, we go under like we would from any other time in the mounted position. And then we start walking our training partner's elbow up and putting our shoulder right over his elbow and rolling it forwards. We slip around our training partner and we just take our two forearms right around our training partner's tricep. So when Placido tries to defend his arm, I can't. It's very, very difficult with my shoulder inside his elbow. If my shoulder is inside the elbow, he can wrap around and cause problems. So what I want to do is I want to get my shoulder right up there to the extended arm. So when Placido goes to get his hand off the mat, it's quite difficult. And that's what's going to make it possible for us to come around the corner and roll everything up and get into the American lock. Okay? So this too is a very effective way for us to take a strongly defended opponent with his arms in close and get his arms into those compromised positions, which are going to set up the American lock.